What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Yes, I'm still in Barranquilla, Colombia, and just going for a walk. That's why you see me in my t-shirt. I wanted to address a comment, and this comment actually, I've seen it many different ways. And Paul had this comment here, or he actually had a question, which I appreciate the questions. Sometimes people make statements, and this is a question, so he's asking me, so I'm responding to his question. So he's saying, David, are you just rubbing it in our face about where you're at? So am I rubbing it in his face as far as I'm in Colombia? I've been telling you guys I'm in Colombia. I've been showing you different parts of Colombia. Am I rubbing it in your face? And that's a good question. I'm going to address that today. Now, I've had other people, and Paul, thank you for the question. I've had other people that have made statements. So they have said, you are rubbing it in our face, or you can travel, that's good, but we can't, that type of stuff. Statements like that. Now, when it comes down to it, the reason, there are a few different reasons why I'm telling you where I am, and I'm showing you different parts. The main reason that I'm telling you where I am is because I'm here. So if I'm shooting videos on a daily basis and I'm in a different location, obviously you guys are going to want to know, well, where are you? You're not at home. You're not in your studio at home. So where are you? And so that's why I say it. Pretty much every video that I'm putting out, I'm letting you guys know where I am. This is a little bit different scenery, same topics. So that's one thing. Now the other reason that I'm talking about Colombia and telling you where I am and showing you different parts of Colombia is mainly because this is an opportunity for some, not for everyone, but I keep trying to let you guys know that things are good here in Barranquilla, in Colombia. I've been all over Colombia, but the infrastructure is good. Houses are nice. You can live in a high rise like I'm staying in right now. I'm paying $30 a night for an Airbnb. Airbnbs are more expensive than if you were to rent an apartment. So if you rent an apartment in this area where I am right now, it's about between $350 to $400, okay? Now I've talked to some people and that's what they've told me. So it's affordable for a lot of people to consider. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm trying to expose you guys to Colombia. And it's not just Colombia. You have Colombia, you have Thailand, you have the Philippines. You have a lot of popular destinations where people from the US, they leave the US and they go live in these countries, either part-time or full-time. This is very, very common. This is nothing unusual. And so since I'm here, since I'm doing my daily videos from here, I thought I might share some of that with you. So I'm not trying to rub it in your face. This is attainable for most people. Okay, now there are certain people that will not have this opportunity. They might need to be close to their doctor for medical care. That's totally understandable. But you do have some people who are in the US right now with inflation at an all-time high, with gas prices at an all-time high, that are struggling. This is an opportunity for you. Okay, and that's all I'm saying when it comes down to the videos that I'm putting out. I'm just trying to let you know that there are other opportunities that you could look into. I've had people in the comments let me know. I've had a few people that have told me, I live in Colombia right now, or I'm living in the Philippines, or I'm living in Thailand, and they've already made that jump. And all the comments that I've seen have been positive about their experience, and they're happy that they made that decision to leave. Okay, now, I'm one of those people where I'm not telling you to leave the US. I'm just telling you that there are options out there. And if it were me, I could not see myself leaving full-time or living full-time in another country. I could maybe live 6 months out of the year and then go back. I still have family in the US. I want to be close to my family. I still have other obligations in the US that I need to attend to. Even though I'm retired, I still have these other obligations. And so I can't do it on a full-time basis. And so that's me. Now, other people, you might be in a different situation where you have the ability to leave. And if you do make a jump like this, the environment that you'll find yourself in is probably very similar to the environment that you're in at home, or even better. And that's the big thing. That's what I really want to get across to you guys. Just understand that if you leave, you might be in a better situation here than you are in the US, just based on where you're living. If you're living in an upper middle class area, of course things are going to be nicer than if you're living in a poor area of the US. And so, and we're talking, it's cheaper to live in an upper middle class neighborhood in Colombia than it is to live in a poor area in the US. I just said $350 to $400 for rent. Not very many places that I know of that you can find for that price. Upper middle class neighborhood. Okay, so yeah, so I just wanted to address that comment, and I appreciate the comments. I'm glad you guys are coming out and let me know how you feel, and be honest with me. I don't mind that, but I do want to explain to you the reasons why I would let you know, okay, yes, I'm in Colombia, I'm in Barranquilla, I'm here, I'm there. This is how much food costs, showing you guys different food and things like that. I'm not doing it to rub it in your face, but I'm doing it so you guys will know that there are other options out there. One more thing, flights. Now, I've had people say, well, I can't afford a flight to Colombia. Depending on where you live, if you live, let's say you live in the South, you live in Florida. Florida is 2.5 hours from Colombia. That flight generally goes for about $200 to $300, okay, an economy seat. Now, what I do, and I've been doing this for over 5 years now, I use points. I use credit cards, I earn points on the credit cards. I use those points to travel. And my ticket here, business class, and I'm gonna show you my ticket right now. My ticket here, business class, was $80.67. That's all I paid. Business class up, business class back. And so if you can afford $80, you can afford to come to Colombia if you start getting travel credit cards, earning points, and then using those points for travel. I've been doing it, I'm telling you, over 5 years. It's not a gimmick, it works. And you can, in my situation, fly business class, which prior to 5 years ago, I had never flown business class. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I only fly business class now, business class or first class, because I'm using points. I'm not paying anything extra. I'm actually paying a lot less. I'm coming from California to Colombia. That ticket usually runs, an economy seat usually runs about $800 to $900. Okay, I checked it right before I left. $800 to $900 for an economy seat. I paid $80 and I'm flying business class. So it works. It definitely works. So I just wanted to put this out. I'm not trying to rub it in your face, the fact that I'm out here on vacation. I want you guys to know this is a great opportunity for some. And if you're up for it, you want more information, put it in the comments, and I will try to answer questions along with the news that we're talking about. I'm going to be still talking about the current events and all that stuff, but I want to also let you know, hey, there are other opportunities. Thailand is a great opportunity. The Philippines, another great opportunity. Those are like 3 places that are very common. You'll see people from the US. Costa Rica is another one. Panama is another one. Although Costa Rica and Panama, they've gotten pretty expensive in the last few years. And so I don't talk about them as much because Colombia is still at that level where you really get a good value for the dollar. Whereas Costa Rica, Panama, the value is not as good. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, like I said, post them down below. If you have any Colombia questions, post them down below. I will be happy to either reply to that comment in the comment section, or I might do another video about this topic. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. please hit the like button, please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.